Hello, this is a very important video about how you can get your own answers about any topic that you want for your life. Because every day you are facing challenges, but also wishes, desires, or frustrations you want to find solutions for. In these situations, if you could find the proper answer, the answer that comes from the soul, from your heart, then you would be able to address these situations in a much faster way, but also to find all the proper solutions and experience what we call the flow, the life in harmony. This is most precious. And I'm going to explain to you in this video the step-by-step process to reach this state where you find all the answers inside of you, which is amazing. Okay, so what you first need to do is to find the peace within you. And you can use your favorite meditation method. The one that I favor, you know it, is the one where you sit down comfortably and start by saying, I am the source. So I invite you to say it with me. You can say I am, or I am the source, because then you identify yourself not with the ego. It's not the ego. It's not Edouard doing the work, the meditation. It's the source within me. Hence, the vibration, the power, the efficiency of the meditation is a million folds compared to what Edouard could do with his small means. So please say it with me. I am the source. Breathe well. And imagine you're one with the infinite universe. No limitations. This is you. Can you feel how limitless your consciousness is? Far beyond your body, far beyond your room, house, far beyond this planet, encompassing worlds, galaxies, the whole universe and beyond. Personally, I feel my heart chakra activated, vibrating with love. And you may feel growing peace inside of you. The first principle is to make the peace within, the silence. Are you there? In the silent? Well, if you aren't, then spend the necessary time, minutes, to create the silence. Because it's only in this silence that you may find all the answers. Because in the silence, you are centered, you are one with your own soul in consciousness inside of your body. So that's it. You're in silence inside, you're in peace. And now is the time to find the answers, because you're connected with your own soul within. you may find all the answers that you need. And for that, I recommend that you create somewhere on a paper, on a notebook, on a digital document, a list of questions that will remain on the list until they have been answered. And these questions can be regarding your professional life, can be about your health, can be about your love life, about a decision you need to make or a reaction you need to have towards a certain person or situation, anything that you need. You understand, it covers every aspect of your real, concrete life, of your day-to-day life. So when you have this list of questions, you just ask the first question: what should I do towards this person who expressed anger towards me? And for instance, I'm thinking of a person right now, and the answer comes immediately. It's explain to her the different details of the situation and what really happened in your view, but of course in a delicate way. All the answer came in like 1 second, and then things will be more clear. The advantage of this method is that whether you will receive the answers immediately, like I received it inside of me, because you have developed the quality of clairaudience, where you hear the words of the Spirit inside of you. And this is most precious when you reach that state. And I encourage you to chisel this skill until you master it, because then you can get all the answers immediately inside of you, provided that you create the peace and silence and centeredness inside of you. And any situation can be solved in this manner. But if you don't have the skill of clairaudience yet, then what you can be certain of is that the answer will come in your day-to-day life. Basically, the process technically is that you have created the space of I am the source within you, within your body, meaning in your concrete life now. And in this sacred space, which is highly, highly vibratory, you are putting the question in the center, and your own inner source, your own soul, is going to provide the answer, whether immediately, as I told you, or in your life, in the coming minutes, hours, days, months. Of course, the more faith you have and the higher your vibration, the quicker the answer. But it's especially about the faith. Somebody who's not vibrating as high as another person, but who has the absolute faith that the answer is coming, I won't say loud and clear, but clearly in his or her life, then would get the answer in very clear terms through a situation, through the words of a friend or colleague, or inside of him through intuition or knowledge that becomes obvious. So you understand, the best way to get answers, and we need answers in our life, is to raise questions. And I like the equivalence between the word question and quest. You remember the quest of the Holy Grail. The quest of the Holy Grail is the most powerful people in the world, in the kingdom of Avalon, around King Arthur, looking for the most sacred knowledge, the purity of the inner knowledge. And we have very often compared the Holy Grail with the blood of Christ, meaning with the heart of Christ. And the heart is where you get the silence, and the heart is where you are being centered. And the heart is also where you find purity. And it purifies, by the way, when your heart chakra is fully awake and vibrating, it purifies you and purifies also your health. So it's excellent for all the aspects of your being. And when you are using that method and creating a question, then you are receiving the Holy Grail of the essence of what you're supposed to do in this situation of your life. And when you use this, well, your daily life, because in spirituality, we often think of very high concept. Don't forget that the God within you is experiencing this life that is made of paying the bills and cooking and dealing with difficult situations and sometimes suffering, impatience, frustration, anger, or simply ambitions and desires that are not yet fulfilled, etc. And this is the being you are supposed to help yourself, but as much as you can by accelerating the arrival of the proper answers and the proper thing to do, because then you are in the perfect rhythm, the ideal rhythm for yourself, and then you are in your own flow, and it's marvelous. Enjoy this video, share it as much as you can, because this is really helping your friends, your family when you do it. It's very simple, practical exercise and knowledge, as you can see, and it will really help the people around you because they need answers. And like you, like me, sometimes they have some anxiety or fear, or they don't feel well because they don't know how to deal with a situation. And sometimes it can last weeks. But for the people who have the less silence inside of them, can last years, months, years. When you're in the wrong situation, wrong job, wrong relationship, can really destroy your life. You don't want that. So share this video. Do not hesitate to click the link to subscribe and to put the thumb up to show your support to this channel. Thank you so much and see you soon.